My fellow country people, good morning to una, good afternoon to una, good evening. I don't know where una they watch me from. Now all I know now, I carry a bonga greeting come me to now. Hello dear friends, lovers of freedom all over the world. All good people will say una they follow situation as it they develop, as it they happen for our area. I carry a bonga greeting come me to now. Still Akpan Asoko from Biafra Radical Freedom TV. BRF TV. Now today, as it is Shele and they bring and come me to now, I will say, make we just dissect the information as it happen. Now waiting to happen for Okuoma community for our region where them they call South. Now I won't come bring. Make una follow me to see as it happen. When we they cry out, they say them they intimidate us, then they deal with us, then they do bad thing, give us. A lot of una, when we say una no follow for our region, for una Yoruba people, una Hausa people, and other people, then communities, where una they think so we just cry for nothing. Now I want to say make una follow see what they chilling now. For our community, Okuoma village, our Okuoma community, wetin be say they shele for this community where he make army top high ranking officers like this come enter put body. Like say they won't go war, they won't go Armageddon war. Now waiting be say they shele for this place. Now they ask. Waiting they shele, waiting they happen. Brother and brother they have this agreement. Brother and brother they quarrel. Brother and brother they say, hey, there is a little land dispute. For other places where we know for inside Africa, for even inside this Obodo Zoological Republic, we see how things they get settled. Communities where it happen as it happen for Northwest, where people don't quarrel over land. Military not put body like this. Communities where it happen for different places for Yoruba land, where they everywhere there is always dispute among brothers. Even inside families, there is always disagreement. Now that one don't come what I say make military come put all their armories, come put body for communities. They won't come by people because it don't happen for their Biafran region. Now I'm going to ask, for Okuoma community, they fight war, what will happen with military personnel, top ranking generals, lieutenants, lieutenant general, lieutenant colonel, captains, high ranking military personnel, and all them put body with their boys, carry a lot of arms, like say they won't come enter Ukraine, come help Ukraine, finish up Russia. And we don't say, Now they don't see opportunity where they say they won't come by our people like say, we be Christmas fowl. And you don't see them. As they enter, you don't hear the side of the community people them. They not talk say, now small disagreement where they happen among them and the other community there. Now the other community people will be say they talk say, they think say they be, now they get the country. And they come deploy all the military top ranking personnel where they won't put body come to intimidate them. Now as they enter, nothing happen. Now they come take the community head. Now the youth of the community come to say no. We no go agree for this one. No. Before they know them, and the military don't come out the gun when they buy the people, the community people them. So instantly they don't lose over 23 people. Now the youth now come provoke. Say no, how this kind of thing go come happen? Now before you know it, only 17 army officers. Now in them drop down. Now people now they ask. Are be these community people where they buy no follow be human being? Are be any war they fight Armageddon war for inside our community? Now waiting make una just they put body, they come they buy our people anyhow. Now I also follow the ask. Shebi now 37 military officers, according to Premium Times, when they enter a community for Niger State, a few months ago, for Niger State community, 37 military officers were killed, were ambushed and killed. Until today, we never see as army put body for that community go do any nonsense anyhow. Now they ask, shebi na for inside another community for Kano, for Niger State, wey we dey call Shiroro, inside Ajata Aboki community. Shebi na for inside Ajata community where the military go check for your newspapers. E dey, you still go see am there. Anything I talk, make you go verify am for inside your newspaper. E dey inside Vanguard News. Shiroro community kpai 20 military officers in ambush. Shiroro community, terrorists kpai. Now from that day when it happen, I dey talk the most recent one. All me and una, we know say na every week where similar thing dey happen for inside the north. They kpai military officers of the army. They still dey recruit every day. They send. Now wetin make this one where it happen for our community come be different matter. 20 whole officers were kpai in Shiroro for Ajata Aboki area. E dey up, type am for your phone, make we see whether na we dey lie abi we dey give fake news. Shebi another one happen again, wey more 20 plus 7 policemen were also kpai for inside another community for Niger State. E still this year e dey happen o. Abi okay 2022. Wetin don happen since that now as a Tinubu take over government o. Now wetin make the one wey e dey happen for our Okuoma community come dey special? Check all the figure wey I don dey call for you o. Na just 17 wey the one wey happen for our community be o. Wey only 17 officers na im dey kpai. I dey ask, wetin make the now one come decimate the whole community? Una wey una dey for media dey give fake news. Una wey una dey for una go carry big belle for una wey you dey for TVC. Una go carry that big belle dey give fake analysis. Dey try to provoke more destructions. Na the way that they take do journalism, abi una own journalism dey blind when things dey happen for north. Abi those ones no follow the officer wey dey kpai every day, and no one talk for wetin dey happen for Bama community for Borno State, wey dey happen for all the different for Chibok area, wey dey happen for Katsina State. I know they talk for the one wey dey happen for Zamfara every day, wey we say the government dem dey carry dey arrange the terrorists dem people, dey come dey sack communities because say they get natural resources wey dey for those land, wey they dey now illegally dey mine, wey no dey enter for government pocket. Like they enter for all these terrorist sponsors, them pocket them. We know they talk that one. Now, why our Okuoma community? What thing happen for our Okuoma? What thing they special for our Okuoma community? When we say una go send down me like this, make they come there, finish everywhere. They bomb our community like say they don't create a new desert. What thing they happen? Una get eye, you know they see. Even now only Akpabio wey don comot come na Akpabio as they talk am dey political, they talk am with their kids glove. Akpabio you no fit dey courageous enough as una don thief the one wey una thief. Una no fit dey courageous enough to even to defend una people dem. Wetin dey happen? See as una come there, na those innocent old men and women wey you go there dey burn their house, na dem. Not those ordinary women, those local helpless women in our communities who wanna go they bomb the house. Not them be una problem. Not them buy you now. Una go see people when we say that they stand they buy you now. Una no go fit confront them. Now when they finish una go come they look for innocent people for there for street. They look for the way they buy innocent people, helpless people, armless civilians, old women, children. They wreak havoc. Una won't make we remain for this kind of condition where anything that is not even provocation, you know, go take them to the highest level. They cause damage on top innocent people. People when we say na them do una no go look for them. No be for Kano State. For Kano State, we get the record. 26 minutes of check your newspaper. Check on a newspaper. Now as Tinubu enter the talk, the one way they happen as Tinubu just enter. When Tinubu never reach 1 year for office, the one way they happen now, now they talk. For Kano State, 26 officers were died. 26 officers ambushed and died. And then helicopter rescue came. They were still died. Helicopter rescue came up. They were still died. What thing happened? What thing happened? What you wanna do? How many times when I don't enter those communities for Kano State, go they wreak havoc? No, make una enter they go they do and make we know say na fairness una they do. What any little thing will happen for our place, our region, we must go just take and blow them out of proportion. Come they just wreak havoc unnecessarily. What you doing as our belly reason? Another one. Check it recently. The newspaper wrote scores of soldiers were feared by it. And the military officer that responded, the PRO, said they have not yet verified the number of victims. They have not yet verified the number of victims, but all they know is that a very good number of their personnel have been considered by it. What did they happen? What did we do una? Now we say we won't go, una no go allow us make we go. We won't go, allow us make we go. When una they hate on us, Any small thing will happen for our region, una go blow out of proportion. Now so una our belly rich. And the olodos wey be say they there for politics, they go they defend them. They start our belly them people who don't know what to make their belly, what they chop wey say you don't produce their belly, wey be say their belly don't be like goat wey you chop, wey you drink cassava, rotten cassava water. They go see their belly, they don't go finish they move again. Now they go come talk, sit for, put for innocent chair, they destroy chair with their weight, where it don't reach 400 pounds. They give useless analysis for what they don't know. They give contour history. They carry their bad mind. They analyze what they know, sabi. See, I'm with a Jide when they call them. What you know they call themselves? That's so you go carry in belly, they give in useless analysis. What you do na problem? What you know Okuoma community do na? What you innocent women when una don't render homeless? What you they do na? Now so it happen for our brother communities for Igbo side. Any small thing where we say, you not go see people where we say that then they face una. When they don't finish una, una go enter street, they look for innocent civilians where we say they no get mind. Go they rubbish innocent people. See people the way we say they not them. They stand on every day, they show that themselves. Make una go fight them, una no go fit. Now when they finish, una finish. When I go look for innocent people where they no do anything. You declare Simon Ekpa wanted. You declare this one wanted. You don't declare wanted, you don't know where he did. You don't know where he did. But see when we say you don't do anything, people will still get mind, carry their bad belly, come they give analysis. Oh, ina they can no jump bell. Oh, ina they can no jump bell. Where una court don't tell una say make una shut up when una they talk say jump bell again. Una on court talk am. Make una shut up when una they accuse and say jump bell again. Person when we say he dey under bell, una consent men make they go buy am. Una on court can't give una fine make you pay. Make una pay and compensation for damages. The first court don't give, second court don't give. Nothing. Una no pay all the fine. Una no release them as the court. They won't tell una. Instead, matter go reach for Supreme Court, which is the highest court in every country. Una go still say, do mago now. Even the Supreme Court will say, hey, this man not do anything. Una go still want to return the case again to lower court. Why did they do that kind of perversion of justice? Una want make we stay for this kind of condition. should be now this kind of condition where we go stay with you now. We go they gossip like market women. If they hold in and they can. When people when they carry their big belly for nothing, they cause terror everywhere. We know they see them. People want to say they defend their land for waiting 2022 for this Okuoma community. Una anger be say for 2022 September when this the Fulani terrorists carry their cattle they enter Okuoma community, they rejected them, they bounced them back. Now what did you una problem? Because the Okuoma community reject all the terrorists, made them know for they commit the atrocity. They buy their people in the name of grazing cattle. Now because of that anger now, I won't come make una now come use this opportunity humiliate them. Now won't come use humiliation, intimidation now go enter. The next thing you will know now the Fulani terrorists then go carry cattle now. Come occupy those community bushes. Now every day now the news go come be like as we hear them now for Edo State, for Kwara State, where every day communities, people go there for their own land. People go carry cattle, cut they destroy their farmland. Anyone talk, they go fire. They rape women, they rape young girls, they rape old women. They commit terror. When we say as we they cry out to make YouTube, you should help us in this crusade. These people are dealing with us. They do come in our land in the name of others. Before you know it, they are committing all manner of terrorist activities. Make una help us. YouTube will help us. These people are terrorizing our communities. Help us. The international community will not hear our cry. Help us make them hear our cry. Our communities are under attack continuously. And the attackers, the terrorists are having the backing of the state. Wherever they are attacking, you will see military checkpoints nearby. But the military will never intervene. On a little provocation, maybe when this community now will want to defend their land, to sack these invaders that are committing terror in their land, you will see the military come to intervene on behalf of the terrorists. That is how we have been rolling. The people have lost faith in the government of the state. The people have lost faith. Totally, the people have lost faith. Anytime you people hear about the election, the people are forced into accepting the election. None of these persons in office are elected by our people. They are forcing themselves. They are using the instrument of the state to coerce the people into accepting the election. If the people dare try to boycott elections, they are dealt with. The few that will be willing to do the election, they have been so humbled with hunger. They have been so humbled with hunger, with starvation. The level of poverty that is inflicted on these populace is so alarming, such that they become so helpless when these people bring a loaf of bread, 10 cups of rice. It is as bad as that, my good YouTube people. Please, we are not crying in vain. We are not making up stories. This is real life situation. YouTube, we are talking about Nigerian people have been reduced to the level of animals such that a warring country is bringing food grain to us. Ukraine is bringing food grain to us as we speak. Things have gotten as bad as that. We are talking about oil-rich states, human resources seriously rich. Nigeria is made up of the level of human resources that cannot be compared with anywhere in the world. But the people are extremely poor. Average Nigerian cannot make $1 a day. A lot of Nigerians cannot make $1 a day. YouTube, we are talking about a Nigeria where people are so endowed intellectually, but a professor goes home with less than 450,000 naira. A professor is not earning up to $1,500 a month. Not earning up to even some are not earning up to $1,000 a month. They are old. Sometimes they are old. for up to 5 months. We are talking of professors. Ordinary civil servants are old across states. Some are old for 1 year, 1 good year, a whole year. A whole 1 year are old. We are talking about this country, a country where a bag of rice is sold for 75,000 naira. And the minimum wage of workers, which constitutes up to 72% of the populace, is 30,000 naira. Inside the 30,000 naira, YouTube, listen to me, because who knows on listen to me, you must listen to me and help us project this information. That this 30,000 naira, some states are not yet paying it. Some states are still paying 25,000 naira. How much is 25,000 naira, YouTube? I'm asking you. 25,000 naira is not up to $100. YouTube, you are listening to me. And Nigerian worker who is even old, sometimes old for more than 1 year, is to be paid 30,000 naira, while only 1 bag of rice is sold at 75,000 naira. YouTube, the correctional facilities, Nigerian prison is so innumerable across all states of Nigeria. Why are we having the prison yards? Because ordinary civil servants sometimes are helpless to involve in corruption. Why would a family man who runs a family of 6 people not be able to buy 1 bag of rice? We are not talking of buying beans to avoid kwashiorkor. We are not talking of buying vegetables. We are not talking of buying meat. Not talking of buying fish. Not talking about medications for the family members. We are not talking about important and necessary other necessary requirements of the family people to run on daily basis. We are talking of only 1 bag of rice, which is only carbohydrate. We are not talking about the oil to mix it, to cook it with. Only the bag of rice, which will last for 1 month or plus. A civil servant cannot buy 1 bag of rice. YouTube, please help us to communicate to the other global community, the international community, the ordeal, the nefarious fate that is suffered by Nigerian populace. Why we don't want to remain in this kind of contraption again? We are going hungry by the day. Ukraine, a warring state, is bringing food grain for us. YouTube, is it not a terrible situation? What could be more terrible than this situation? I'm asking you, YouTube. You must help us to convey this information. Make this go very viral. This is the way you can contribute to humanity. A Nigerian populace cannot afford 1 bag of rice for 1 month for working in over 27 active days in a month. They cannot go home with a bag of rice. Some months they don't even go home with a faden. Then when this person look around to engage in act of corruption, this person is arrested. Sometimes they are. In fact, YouTube, our situation here is so terrible. It's so terrible that the people cannot even protest. Our people cannot protest. About 2 years ago, a neighboring country to India, Sri Lanka, they were facing this kind of ugly situation. But they had to troop out in street en masse to sack their president. Not legally, not in the normal constituted approach. No. The people had to take a civil action. But in the case of Nigeria, dare you take the street in protest? Dare you take the street in the name of protest? They don't care the number of casualties. They will send the military personnel to shoot at random. They will send the military to engage on sporadic shooting targeted at the populace they are supposed to be representing, they are supposed to be serving. What is a more terrible situation than this? What is more horrible than this? I am asking you, YouTube. Then why is it that you people allow the Nigerian state to frustrate us, not giving you guidelines on what news for us to use your platform to project and what not to? what to project and what not to give out. And you people keep quenching our information that should be getting flying right, wide, and very viral all over the world, so that we will be able to get aid. We will get intervention. YouTube, we are talking about our country that goes to get loan, acquire loan, then they acquire the loan now, bring it back, instead of using it to executing capital project that will in turn generate wealth. No, they will not do it. Why other countries of the world are going to Mars, like Russia is building a nuclear weapon in Mars, a nuclear power in Mars. China is building on their own spying system to Washington. Washington itself is doing what is not imaginable. Israel, oh, that one, with their little population, with their little resources, they are building the highest technology in the world as we speak. Nigeria is still talking about patching roads, coming to every 4 years to do campaign with roads that doesn't last for 4 months, after which rain will come to wash it away. Erosion will wash it away, and this money will go down the drain. Now the next 4 years they will use that same road to do campaign. That is the level we are in the 21st century. In 21st century we are discussing people coming to do campaign with roads. Somebody that have spent 24 years in office, some other that have spent 20 years, they are still in office. So shamelessly they are looting our wealth and pushing up to Western Europe, and a lot of them die to leave these monies. Then after maybe like Britain is doing, after they would have used this wealth for over 30 years, it would have generated a lot more resources to them. They say, oh, Abacha packed a lot of wealth. Now we know we are very good, we love Nigerian people, we are repatriating these monies. After another 4 years they will say, oh, we discovered another one, we are now pushing it back. After another 4 years they will look for another percentage of this part. One person, no, they are still returning for one person, whereas this one person, his own loot is not up to 30% of what bigger thieves are doing. The one that is even going on in this very current administration is one no one have ever heard in the history of life. And the people, a lot of Nigerian people are giving up the ghost. A lot of civil servants we recorded in the last administration, some civil servants, their wives put to bed, they could not pay bills, they took their own lives, they committed suicide. We have several records of such situations. Civil servants who work over 27 days in a month, several hours of active duty, cannot go home to take care of his family. YouTube, you are listening to us. This is what we are facing. This is what ordeal we are facing, and they will tell you to stop us, to make sure that our news, our information doesn't fly, and you are helping them to quench it. Is it fair? I am asking you, YouTube. Is that fair? You need to help us to make our information go wide and very viral, so that we can have intervention. We need to divide Nigeria so that we will be responsible for our daily lives. People who are, so that we will not be under the captivity of foreign powers, so that we will not have any professor to write all their gibberishes in the name of Europe is underdeveloping us. Yes, the Europe underdevelop us, but must we keep? How many of these professors are coming up to condemn the government? How many of them are writing and informing the world of what all the Nigerian populace are suffering? Because sometimes I don't blame them. A lot of professors who dare speaking up, they are relieved of their job, and these people don't have any skill. So it is through this government official work that they survive, and so sometimes I don't blame them. If they talk, it's either they are outrightly relieved of their job or they are demoted. I know a professor who is demoted for speaking up. If they are not demoted, they are owed for several years, several months. Thereby, I know of a lot of academic doctors. They find it difficult feeding their families. Now, why won't there be serious corruption in the academic system, in the educational system? Why won't there be corruption? A police officer, a military personnel who risks his life to defend his country cannot go home with salary enough to buy one bag of rice. The level of risk that he is taking is not enough for the government to consider. This is the only place we do such a terrible thing in the world, and you are expecting them to give you maximum security. That is why you see all the security architecture, all the security outfits of Nigerian state the personnel are all corrupt, very corrupt. How can such a person put his life on the line with dedication? When they want to compare what corruption that is found in America, they will justify the one they have, but they cannot tell you about how America make their personnel very comfortable, and to the point that a military personnel in America is ready to sacrifice anything for his country. Somebody you cannot pay salary, you are owing a military personnel that has gun in his hand. You are owing a policeman. That is why the security architecture of Nigerian state, the kind of corruption there is a no-go area. The kind of corruption in the system is a no-go area. There is no kind of atrocity that they are not involved in, courtesy of the treatment of Nigerian state. A man who is paying such ultimate sacrifice, who is standing out there exposing his life or her life to risk, you are owing such person with the meager notes you are paying him, and you expect he should serve you like a saint. He will serve you like an angel. YouTube, this is why Nigeria has rotted beyond repairs. Every facet of Nigerian national life, people have been with, except the political class. Except the political class. A local government councillor can fly and club and do any level of luxury expenses on daily basis. But an academic doctor, which is the highest level of attainment in the academic world, he struggled to go home with 250,000 naira. How much is 250,000 naira equivalent to dollar? And how many months he is owed sometimes? ASU is currently on strike. Over what? ASU is on strike. But the government has confirmed that every day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes to court, 500 million naira leaves the pocket of Nigerian government. The one they are able to record to tell us. 500 million naira. We have heard a case where the government of Nigeria come out openly from the minister that the amount of money meant for feeding Nigerian prisoners, I think Adam Soshomile also did justice to that particular one. Comrade Adam Soshomile, that's dogs, ordinary dogs. A country where animal is valued more than human being. How much the government spent on dog daily? Nketa, dogs, Iwa. We call dog Iwa in our place. Iwa dog. Shebi una dey see am. Shebi una see where we dey go. You can see the extent, the level of impunity, the level of societal decadence. There is no iota of, the government doesn't even feel guilty about it. I thought that the Tinubu government would have tried to find a way of closing or shutting up the minister that reveals this. It started from Buhari government. How laughable, how do you want to juxtapose the fact that Nigerian inmates, human being, the citizens of Nigeria, is feeding for 750 naira a day? Why dogs the government feeds dogs for 800 naira every single day that passes by. Are you now telling me that the dogs are more worse in the country in people's own country? And when somebody said that this is a zoological republic, it's an animal kingdom, some people will begin to look at the person as if the person is committing one terrible crime. That this is a zoological republic. Nobody existing in this country, this Nigeria, can prove me wrong. Tell me what will be your yardstick for proving me wrong. Go and prove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrong. That in human environment, animals are treated better. I related the case of Buhari government going to attack different communities for daring to attack cattle that came to spoil their farmland. And you see the kind of terror they unleashed at these communities. We had such cases across all the Middle Belt. If not because the Igbos resisted them, the Biafran people resisted them, that would have been the same case. Now you are saying that you are comfortable because you are in APC today. You are comfortable to hear that dogs are worth more than human beings like you. No wonder all of you are not disturbed. You are not disturbed that in this kind of economy, in this kind of terrible economy, that somebody who is working diligently is going home with 30,000 naira that cannot buy him a bag of beans, that will barely buy him a gallon of oil. He cannot even buy 24 liters of oil, red oil. How much is it today? 24 liters of red oil is selling at 40-something thousand naira. Why the minimum wage of that worker is 30,000 naira? And you check the percentage of the people in Nigeria Nigerian workers that fall in this category, and you are here to tell me that Nigerians should not all be corrupt people. Why won't Nigerians and the other ones were coming on social media so you people should stop calling Nigeria corrupt? You are painting the image. Why won't Nigeria be corrupt? That inmates now are even feeding better. So why won't Nigerian youth resort to crime? After all, they will go to prison and feed better. Because those who are working are struggling home with 25,000 naira to 30,000 naira, which cannot even buy them half bag of rice. Half bag as a family person. Which cannot help them treat malaria when they have malaria as a regular pandemic, a regular disease that is in Africa and the whole of Africa. And when you now join the malaria with typhoid, it worsens it. And a senator is smiling home with 13.500 million naira as at 2018. And as at today, look at it before you go talk. Say now from your Nigerian newspaper they take quote. See now your Nigerian newspaper they talk am, no be me they talk. Your senators, this is just their allowance, not about their salary. An ordinary senator who is a lazy and idle, jobless person, because that he has the capacity to unleash terror and have his way into political office, he goes home with 13.5 million naira as at then, and today smiles home with 22 million naira as allowance, not including his regular salary, basics. Are you understanding it? You are comfortable in there, and unfortunately there is nothing you can do to change it, and you want to remain now. I wonder what is wrong with the Nigerian people. I wonder what is wrong with something. Must be something fundamentally is wrong with your brains. You are waiting for the next election for them to come and deceive you. You are comfortable for them, you're comfortable they're deceiving you. They are smiling home with this whopping amount of money, your expense, and the person that takes the risk to stand in the bushes on the road to combat crime, to fight terror, to fight insurgency, to fight anything that as an uprising, as a threat to the state of Nigeria, as a military personnel, is going home with just 50,000 naira a month, which is not up to 2,000 naira for his daily feeding. The military personnel cannot go home with 2,000 naira as his daily feeding. Imagine where this military officer, as an African person, may choose to have a family, 2 wives, may have only 1 wife, maybe with 7 children. Now, when you are feeding dog, for instance, the government admit that the government is feeding dogs with 800 naira each dog a day. That means the life of that officer, the military officer who is taking serious risk, the officer cannot boast of feeding each of his family members what a dog is fed with. If it is to be only him and his wife, that means that man will not even feed well, or with 1 child will not even feed in the equivalence of a dog in a country where he is laying his life down for. Madness. This is korokoro madness. Insanity. It is unheard of. Calamitous. That a soldier who don't know when he is losing his life, that other countries of the world make sure that they are well paid and make that they are very comfortable, cannot feed in a day. What am I saying? How much is $1? Let's start from that. $1 is 1,500 naira. No matter all the hogwash they are putting that it has stepped down to 1,300 and something, it is still 1,500 naira. So an officer cannot go home with $1 for his sacrifice to a country for a whole. That further means that in a whole month, what an insolence, what a national embarrassment. In a whole month, Nigerian officer cannot go home with $25. Hey! Alo mele. Atanten. And a senator smiles home with official allowances of up to 22 million naira. A governor smiles home with over 40 million naira. This is official allowances. And the salaries, we no put that one. This is not part of the lobby monies. And then they now will do the official tiffin. And you want someone to recognize such an enclave as a country, and the person will be comfortable to live there. Tofiakwa, God forbid. Who like me cannot be comfortable with such arrangement. I don't know for you. You might choose to be comfortable with this kind of sick arrangement. We cannot be comfortable with it. And you remember that many communities were faced with aggression by Nigerian military on the command of the then Nigerian president for attacking cattle. That means in Nigeria, cattle, Nama, had more value than human life. These cattle that were attacked were the ones that come to people's farmland after so much stress and so much financial resources imputed in growing and putting out this farmland, and these crops are now growing. Then some terrorists come in the name of cattle rearers, take their cattle to this farmland, destroy every food crop in the farmland, and you expect the farm owners to clap for you in appraisal, to give you kudos and thumbs ups, to go to their churches and be giving thanksgiving services because you have come to destroy their crops. And anytime anyone they roars or they challenge them, the ones they cannot buy, those people they cannot defeat, they will go and call the military to come to attack those communities. This is please, if I am lying, you people should quote me wrong here. Nigerian populace who are listening to me, if I am lying, please quote me wrong here. This is a situation that has been very regular. That is the nefarious fate. That is the price we pay for being Nigerians. But now we are tired of being Nigerians. We don't want to be Nigerians again because we don't want to continue paying this kind of unworthy price. We have cases. Now I am asking, so that I will not deviate. In Nigeria, we have told you about what is our minimum wage and how many states. Over 7 states are not yet paying 30,000 naira minimum wage. And the government is proudly telling Nigerians that prisoners, that the government spend 1,000 naira for feeding of every Nigerian prisoner on daily basis. Please, so that you understand why we cannot remain in this kind of country. A country that says that those who are expected, who are supposed to be criminals in their correctional facilities, that the government is spending naira for the feeding of each prisoner. No problem. Please, my brothers, in a month we have 30 days and some months we have 31 days. Pick up your calculator and help me calculate. Naira times 30 days. How much is it? How come a man with a family of 6 who is supposed to be diligent in his services, law-abiding, faithful in dispensing his duties, very committed and maintains peace and orderliness in the community, in the society of Nigerian state, will go home with 30,000 naira and some cases 25,000 naira as the case may be, and as it were. This man goes home with 30,000 naira, and the man who is considered a criminal in the detention is going home. Then the government said that the dogs go home with feeding pocket money of dogs. Iwa, we are talking of Iwa. Dogs, Nigerian dogs, feed for. And the minimum wage of Nigerian workers is 30,000 naira, and in some states 25,000 naira, and some cases they are owed for 1 year plus, 6 months, 7 months, 5 months, as the case may be. These people are owed. But dogs, the money of dogs has been provided upfront for their daily feeding. Please follow this logic and you know why we cannot continue with this evil entity. We cannot, no conscious person can know everything, can know things like this and want to remain. The level of security that is mounted any day now the Kano is going in the city of Abuja. And you want somebody, and when somebody gave a very worthy name for such a country, you people will use your dirty mouth to say the person is insulting the country. Where animal is valued more than human lives, is that a place not worthy to be called a zoological republic? Please prove Nnamdi Kanu wrong. Prove him wrong. Why is that not an animal kingdom? Is that not an animal kingdom? Dogs have more importance than human. We don't give you fake news. It is verifiable. Thank God, Comrade Adams Oshomole, currently senator serving Edo South or what? Now he's able to bring this information to the limelight. We know about it before because it rained sometimes. Somebody made it public. I think a particular minister made it public before now. And Adams Oshomole have now popularized it again. They brought it back to limelight. This is not just, it's not even up to a tip of the iceberg of what atrocity done in the name of running a state. A governor, an ex-governor that told the state treasury to stupor is still going home with 500 million naira every month, plus other benefits including medical bills for his families, house in any location, any country of his choice, a house in any state of his, including Abuja, FCT in Nigeria, having security details sponsored and financed by the state where he is told dry their resources. And the civil servant who has been very active, diligent, dedicated his or her life, the military personnel, the police personnel, those people that have worked and sacrificed for the well-being and security of the states, cannot feed their families well, and you don't see anything wrong with that, can't you see you're a good Satanist? You are a very good Satanist. You deserve some award from the kingdom of the Satan himself. Yes, you cannot through your lenses to see the level of evil and the impunity with which this is even demonstrated, and you are not seeing anything wrong with that. You deserve an award. You deserve an accolade, honorary and doctorate award from Satanic kingdom. Yes, you deserve some. The situation of Nigeria is worth shedding tears for, or if not. It is such a terrible situation. How many of you are running up to 10 million naira business and you are not buying your personal security, you are not getting your escorts, and that is the situation? Go to ordinary Asia, go to ordinary Asia. In the streets of India, there are a lot of billionaires that they go freely. Go to Kuwait. I don't want to begin to use Western Europe, because you will say, oh, these ones are Europe, and this Europe now, Europeans are now their gods. You don't want to use Europe, we don't want to use America. But when you are to adopt one corruption system, you will quote them, you will quote America. The other day, my buffoon brother, because I used to have a lot of respect for him, Asari Dokubo, he was defending Tinubu for going with 4,000, I think, was it 4,122 persons to Dubai for one conference that they called Code. It's supposed to be Expo, but they called it Code 2023. 2024. Yes, 2024. Now he had to go with such crowd of people, sponsored by the federal government, where people are going hungry, where Nigerian people have been reduced to the level of animals. I had a lot of video clips where some people brought food, cooked food for poor and hungry people. You see, even the food that was poured on the floor, on the bed, on the sand, people were rushing this food, scooping it from the. Oh God, it was such a disheartening sight. It was an eyesore. Other video clips where the ones in Lagos, people were bringing their lorries of goods to sample in their shops. The hungry masses had to attack the truck. People they had to break one yam. One person would take one part. The level of hunger that Nigerian people have reduced to. That one that food was thrown on the floor and people were rushing to scoop this food from the bare floor with sand and stones. Where politicians are going home, the senators are sending prayers in bank accounts. Where 3.7 trillion naira was budget padded to be used by less than 20 cabals, starting from the presidency and the highest ranking cabals in the National Assembly. 3.7 trillion naira. Out of the 28 trillion, they had to protect and account for only 25 trillion. And when the senator that rose this dust, that exposed this, Senator Lungi, today, for his unveiling and making this public to Nigerian people, he is suspended for 3 months. That is the price he paid for telling Nigerian people the truth. No Nigerian is protesting this. Why would they protest it? If you dare protest it, that little stipend you are getting in the name of salary, you will never see it again. Is that not alarming a situation? Is that not very ugly? Is that not very ugly and despicable? Senator Ningi is suffering for and he himself, Senator Ningi, had benefited from things like this in the past. He is crying out today because he is not included in the sharing formula. Yes, so that is why Senator Ningi is crying, and that is why the Nigerian government, to demonstrate that there is an all-inclusiveness in benefit of looting, they now have to bring a senator from Biafran land to come to national television to defend it. That was why you had somebody like Engineer Baribe, came forward to defend this. At a point, due to the gravity of the question posed to him, he had now to take his own head. He said, anyway, for me as a person, that he has not benefited anything from it. Because initially he was defending that nobody was giving any amount of money. Nobody was giving 500 million. No senator was giving any this one. Nobody was giving any. At a point, now the girl that God will bless so much, the lady, now asked him, Senator, are you saying you have not collected your share of this 500 million? No, he said for him as a person, he did not collect anything. No. That even his community people are even asking him, oh Senator, you have collected. The community people don't know that even before now, before this particular case, he has always been eating something more than this. Now Senator Ningi challenged that Fabio. Why is it that all your benefits are shrouded with so much darkness? No ordinary senator know how much you collect as your monthly allowance, what your allowances are for, what actually are your allowances, what is your number of heads that you pay from the government pocket. Why are you having this heads? If you are a senator, even him Ningi has 5 heads. So you are having this number of heads because empty-headed people are the ones that cluster those positions of authority. Empty-headed people. But because they are able to be boldly corrupt, proudly corrupt, they are able to acquire more wealth where a particular ticket is sold for over 50 million naira. Why wouldn't they now make money? It's business. And after people like Buhari, they will say they are waiting for 6 months before they make appointments because they want to get the best. And the best they got are the people that stole Nigerian state to stupor. And you want a progressive-minded nation like Biafrans to remain in this mess arrangement of a state? No, now. No, it's not possible. How you want make it possible? How you for want make it possible? People that know their capability, they know their productive capability, they know their trade capacity, they know what they are worth, they know the measure of human resources they are, if allowed to exist on their own in just 5 years. Asians will be coming, Europeans will be coming, buying visa, taking our visa. And you want to cage everybody in this contraction. You don't want anybody to go. You don't want to improve on the living standard. You don't want to change on anything. You organize one laughable thing in the name of election every 4 years, and thereby ending up in stories on the national dailies, stories on national televisions, monies that should be expended on giving good dividends of democracy, putting up infrastructures that will live to tell the performance of that each government. Nothing. Stories and just amplifying irrelevant things on the and you don't know how much laughable you make yourself when you bring some kind of things to the public limelight. The international community is watching and laughing at you people. And after every 4 years, you will look for where you to go to do a campaign in Europe. You are to lead people in Nigeria and Africa. You are going to Europe to do campaign. What you want to do, what deliverables you want to bring to the people. You mock. We don't want to be part of this mockery arrangement anymore. That is the situation. So now I want to tell you all, we get plenty things to talk. If we begin to talk the kind, it is only this place where you go here say snake enter a ministry and swallow the money budgeted for the ministry's project. It is only here you go here say, oh, this Ministry of Aviation, they are doing an excursion in France. They are going here. You see they pack thousands of people with troops, and government will spend money for that. What did they bring? Now, when they travel, they will not see all the good things there. The ones that will say they are from Ministry of Transportation and or whatever aviation, they will go there. They will not see the kind of rail system that is operational in the Western climes. The ones that say they went to Dubai, they entered Dubai metro stations. They entered Dubai trains. They saw the kind of train that is used in United Arab Emirates. They saw, and you see the kind of monkey century ago a system of rail system they are bringing, and they are amplifying and celebrating it. Monkey train, monkey rail station. That is what they are bringing for us, and they are amplifying it. Oh, what a laudable project! Oh, this project! Oh, Lagos has, and the United Arab Emirates already put this one in place for over a decade. This is the same United Arab Emirates that was coming for aid. They were coming for us to give them aid under Obasanjo, and they were so insulted. They never received this kind of insult in their history. Nothing good will ever come out of desert. This is the desert. Imagine Nigeria being in this particular portion of land that's called desert. What will be your situation today? No human being will live in that place. Oh, Nigeria that I know. No human being. Even animals will be afraid of living there. Thank you, lovers of freedom all over the world. Everyone who believe in our cause, I say thank you now. Now bonge greeting as we carry come again as we say make we draw the curtain at this moment. Still Akbana Sokwo from the Biafra Radical Freedom TV, BRF TV. We will always do good to give you the best of the news and developments. We are here dutiful and truthful in dispensing or in giving out information. We will make sure that we give you what is right, and we will not use blackmail like they do. What we are bringing forward here is justice system. We are crying out, asking you to join us. Please make sure you are sharing our videos. Any part you want to cut, to share anyone. If you want, share the whole of the video. Most important, share it so that others will follow you to get the news in details. The developments, our analysis is second to none. It's second to none. So we will be bringing you more and more good information as time they go, and they will be coming back even today more with wonderful developments you would like to know. Please help us as you share and subscribe to this channel. Put up your comments. We want to hear your opinion. Your opinion is very important. Please, your opinion is very much important. Don't disappoint us. Let the world know what we are passing through. Share it, continue sharing it until it has gone viral. YouTube need to also understand that we are not rebellious people. We are not terroristic. We don't involve in any act of social violence. We are totally sane people. We are very sane. We are very conscious. We make sure we have our environment a peaceful one, but in so doing we need to also purge our society of terrorists, and we even call on YouTube to help us, even by giving us donations. Donate to us. We need YouTube assistance. Help us to fight the injustice in our system. A man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in solitary confinement of Nigerian state. They call DSS. And this man only committed a crime of trying to save his people of terror. He's only trying to save his people of humiliation. He committed no terror. He committed no social violence. He committed, even Nigerian courts, at all the levels of Nigerian courts that have presided in his case, always come to judgment that this man did nothing. But Nigerian government is using their federal might to keep him against all the court judgments. This is the situation we find ourselves, and we are crying out, wishing that if you cannot give us physical resources, at least you can help us project our information to go very global, to go very wide, to go very viral. YouTube, you can do it. This is the least you can do for us, and we are expecting you to do this. Starting from this particular clip, we are suffering a very serious nefarious fate. I think we have not had this kind of situation anywhere in the world. Thank you, and God bless you. YouTube, lovers of freedom, our well-wishers, our eavesdroppers, the gossipers who are coming to gossip with whatever we have, those who are mounting surveillance, the spies. We protect even you, the spies, but you think we are hating on you. The military, Nigerian military, the Biafran people love every human being. The Biafran people don't want anybody to be a victim of terror. We are even against the oppression of Nigerian personnel. The fact that people are sacrificing, protecting the country, and yet they are not paid well. In some cases, they are owed. We are very much against it. It is things like this put together and a lot of other intimidation that made us wanting to leave Nigeria. You, the military personnel, you, the policeman that is helping to intimidate us, we are protecting you too. It is unfortunate that some cases you come to help or give assistance even against your will, because we know sometimes you are just under command to go. You come to fight against people that are even protecting your own interest. It's just not fair enough. So, all lovers of freedom, we greet you again. We thank you for hearing, and although haters, we thank you for listening. So continue to listen. Maybe on a very good day you wake up to see the reality that these people actually mean well for humanity and are not against anybody, only want to be a better people, to have a better livelihood. This is all we stand for. God bless you. Once again.
Anybody who's committing crime,
Okuoma fights. Okuoma and Okuoma, they get land issue. Land issue is more crisis for the day. We be job people. Federal government give power. We don't work. We want to sell and they go. Same time they expose their own, they go sell. So their own blood. That man, he use his arm to carry people. Three people where they carry the slaughter. Now, they don't come back.